Roth, what up? Right here in the flesh, hanging out here on Vlad TV.
Talk about working with Pharrell. What's that like?
Pharrell, man, honestly, for lack of better words, he's a genius. He really, really is. And not in respects of just knows a bunch of shit, but in respects of being able to harness an idea and be able to harness energy like real quick. We'll just be talking and what I was just talking about earlier, and creating music, it's really, and even the world, it's all about vibrations. And you hear it all the time in that hippie talk and shit, but it's real, you know what I mean? Like, the world, and especially with creating music, is about vibrations. And if you're not vibing with somebody, if it's not right, the music, it's not gonna be right. Pharrell is one of those people who is, regardless, he's very open, he's warm, he's embracing, he'll talk to you, and kind of get into your headspace. And then when you're talking to him, he finds those key words, wraps it up, and puts it into music. And to be able to transfer that language so quickly, it's a gift, and Pharrell is one of the best, if not the best, at it. So working with him, it was fairly effortless, man. Very quick, very methodical, and fun at the same time. And when people start to hear the Pharrell records that we did, they're gonna be like, man, these guys had a ball. They had a ball.
Did you have to do anything different, like in your normal approach?
Yeah, I actually, man, I'm so, when I write, it's all about me, man. I'm very stubborn. I write all my own stuff. I don't like when other people try to like, oh, do this. I don't like that stuff. But Pharrell was, opened my mind to, it was one of those very learning experiences of learning how to listen, which a lot of us don't want to do. And we don't like being told stuff. We just like, hey, this is, my world, my rules, blah, blah. But like I said, the growth on this next project comes from a lot of the listening that I've been doing, and a lot of observing and the absorbing that I've been doing as of late, rather than just talking about how great I am. So it's been dope, and Pharrell, absolutely was just like, hey, let's try to do these things. It might be out of your comfort level a little bit, but it's going to help you build as an artist. And that's kind of what we're doing, challenging myself, challenging my listeners.
Okay, and you also said Swizz. What about working with Swizz?
Man, Swizz is crazy, dude. He's another one of those guys, just like, he's so good at what he does. He actually, he walked in at 4 o'clock in the morning, ready to work. And I got there at 10, so I was chilling, we're messing around with some ideas, and Swizz comes in at 4. And I don't think that this is a out of the ordinary story. I heard he's just a 24-hour guy, and sure enough, it's why he's where he is. He's a grinder, comes in, sits down, 6 beats in literally 8 minutes, but they're just ideas, you know what I mean? And you need to tell him. He's not just gonna be like, oh, this is the one for you, blah, blah. Like, I told him, I was like, oh, what about the joint that you were just working on like 2 beats ago, 30 seconds ago, you know what I mean? And sure enough, it's this joint that that's called like Rock. It was this Velociraptor shit, and we were just chilling. It was one of those Ciroc kind of nights, and it just happened, just created, it worked itself out, and we just made it's more high energy. It's more kind of DMX Swizz Beatz
okay.
than any of that other. We're not trying. We didn't go the dance right. Yeah,
okay.
It's interesting, man. It's very interesting. I played it for Cannon the other day, and he was like, ooh. And when Swizz, he left me. He made the beat, left. Came back, and when he came back, he was writing. He's like, all right, we got to do 10 more. You know what I mean? So like, it's cool, man. It's cool when you work with people who are very well established, and prestigious and respected, and they want to do dope stuff. They want to challenge you, and they want to challenge themselves. They don't just want to be like, here, I had a beat with a hook on it. This is for you.
It wasn't a beat CD.
Nah, it wasn't a beat CD, none of that stuff. And it's cool when you get to work with these guys and you're creating from scratch. And that's kind of what's going on with this album, is working with these people who've been doing it for years. Myself, who have not been doing it very long at all, and seeing what goes into it. Seeing how hard you really have to work. Seeing how, one song's not gonna, do it again. Do it 3 times, do it 4 times, you know what I mean? And having that type of discipline and taking on the responsibility of making dope shit, you know what I mean?
I got you. If you could point out one difference between working with Pharrell, working with Swizz Beatz, what would that difference be?
I think, that difference between, I would say that Pharrell's more calculated. Do you know what I mean? Like, Pharrell, he'll sit down and work with something and try to put it all together. Not necessarily right there. He right off the bat, he knows where he wants to take it. I think Swizz is more like free, this is just from my experiences, but more like freelance, just like, if it works, you know what I mean? And we'll build it up. It's very, it starts with an idea in that incubator stage, you rock and you build off of that. Pharrell, it seems as if he's very methodical, and it says when he hands you a project and the idea, he's like, I want this to go there, this to go there, this to go there, this to go there. You know what I mean? It's really interesting, but obviously both ways work.